Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha, our producer's here. Butler's in the other room. We have not lost any other fish.
We have a coral that's having a problem.
We do?
Yeah.
I do have a
bleaching
question.
white.
What's happening with the coral?
I don't know what's happening with the coral.
Yeah, it's turning white. It's dying.
Oh,
for
no.
sure.
That might be because I asked Burn Pest Control to spray it good on
No.
the I
Okay.
said, I think I saw some mosquitoes on the top.
Who's going to take care of our fish next week when we're on vacation?
Oh, my God. I can have Andrea's mom run by.
Uh,
She's good for throwing a Cinnabon in there, drive by.
All right.
we can do what one of my neighbors decided to do. And
Big bag of dog food on the floor, and you cut it open with a Rambo knife, and you just leave it,
no, I like that.
and they drink rainwater.
We could hire a homeless man to live in our studio and make some upgrades and fix up the place. And then every day he's walking to Walmart, he'll panhandle his neighbors, or I shouldn't call them his neighbors. He'll panhandle the people in the neighborhood he's squatting in, and it drives me insane. There it is. That's
The chat room, twitch.tv/Comedy Live. There are people in there asking if they can possibly put their hat in the ring for being
hold
our
on.
studio watch person.
This is very complicated business here. You have to go into our bathroom and then take the water solution, the salt water solution.
The big jug of salt water, and there's a
the top
huge
shelf leaves. Yeah.
black PVC comes off the top of it.
Yeah. Then you have to pick it up and
It's heavy.
carefully pour the water into a reservoir.
Yes, that feeds the water into the tank.
All the way up to like an inch from the top, and then
They're clowning on you. Tracy's clowning on you. She says you got to go in the bathroom, smell the sweet beans.
We won't be here.
Right.
If you smell sweet beans, it's
Yeah.
because the homeless man I hired.
Yeah,
His
and that's
beans
not.
are up.
It's not going to be sweet.
Um,
Yeah, I guess we do got to find somebody to. Should we let them know?
I think
Butler says he'll do it. He'll be in town.
Oh, Butler will be in town. Oh,
He'll be
is
the
that
only
why
one
he
in
was
town.
waving?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's why you were waving, Butler. You could have just said, "I'll do it," instead of
He's-
just waving like, "Hey, talk about me on the show."
Butler doesn't take his vacations when we take our vacations.
Well, what-
He's working.
He-
What
he's
is going
opposite of
on?
us,
Where's he
yeah.
going? So he'll be working.
He's
Yeah, he's
working
working.
for
Oh.
He's
Dr.
here at the
Octor.
studio. Oh, he's working for his wife.
Yeah.
No, he's running around. I got him doing a bunch of runarounds.
No, I don't believe that for 1 second.
No, there's a list of runarounds. It's all there.
Runaround
Delivering,
too.
talking, paperwork. You'll see.
What?
Or
That
what do
sounds
you,
like nonsense.
What do you do for your wife, Butler? Are you a doctor?
He answers the phone. It's ACT, so don't curse.
Yeah, don't curse. Okay.
I kind of feel like help fix some, do odds and ends really.
So
There's
you're like
some, tidying up.
Schneider from what was that show? Schneider.
Schneider.
Yeah, he was the handyman. He was the super of the complex.
Yeah, I'm the super
Oh.
at Jen's building.
Yeah, I like that. How you doing, Jen? It's me, Travis. Hey, nice boobs. How you doing? You can get away with that if you're the super.
Yeah, I know, and I do.
Now, your wife's a very successful business owner and
Yeah.
doctor.
Oh, she's thinking about
How-
property owner,
Yeah. She just bought a gigantic commercial property. That cost a lot
professional harpist.
How does she not know?
That she's
Whoa.
married to.
How
Yeah.
can it get by
I mean,
that?
All she did was take
You
one
know,
look at.
fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
18
All
years
she got to
up.
do is look into those sweet Remy's Roundtable eyes and know that you were the one for her.
You think that you're doing a good long con with your kids? It's
Oh yeah, he's right.
Oh, it's the longest con.
Yeah, that's your conquering name. Is longest con. All right, he's on the line. I don't want to keep him waiting. I believe Samantha is a little bit smitten with him. Let's do it.
It's
He's one of my faves.
By the way, it's pronounced Jongus.
I don't know why I'm on the show. They call me Business Baby. B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S-B-A-B-Y. A little business baby.
Let's change you now, okay?
Why did you put it at the end? I
love it.
I don't
That's
like
his
that.
favorite part.
I love the lady said, "Let's change you now, okay?"
No, that part is the weirdest.
It is the
creeps
weirdest.
me out.
Oh, I love it.
And then it makes me question what the hell are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. You
so-
just said I needed. You told me to write an intro for a bit I'm doing called Business Baby.
I'm not doing the bit. Business Baby's doing the bit.
Well, welcome back to the show, Business Baby. This is your third segment, right?
Yes, sir.
How you
No.
feeling?
Hi.
Hi, Sam. I feel great.
Great.
This is Samantha's favorite
It
guest,
is.
the Business Baby.
It's hard for me, man.
Yeah. It's the Business Baby's cadence.
Yeah, the cadence is like, oh my God.
And it's also the lack of confidence makes my bullying meter
flap.
just
Flap it all around.
Even asking you how you're doing, and then the pause, and you're like, good. And then I'm like, bully this man.
And then a little,
Hi, Sam.
Get him.
it always sounds like
Look,
he's like,
the chat ladies, the ladies in the Twitch chat love him as well.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Ladies
you don't
love
really.
Business Baby.
No, they think he's cute. That's not who they want to take to the bedroom.
But women are compassionate.
Take him to the bank.
We see Business Baby as the weak.
He's weak.
Weakling of the
we
herd.
push him out of the way.
Yeah.
And then us pushing him out of the way will make you guys wet.
yeah. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
WAP.
All right, Business Baby. What do we got today?
Okay, we got 5 categories. We can talk about Nintendo, gambling, shipping, Ford, or Disney.
I think you know you're either going gambling or Disney.
Or Nintendo.
I'll let Samantha, since Business Baby's Samantha's favorite guest. What do you want?
I'm going to go Nintendo first.
All right, Nintendo is doing something cool. Daniel's favorite game, Animal Crossing.
Love it.
Yes.
So they're working with museums. During the pandemic, museums have been hurting. People aren't able to go, and they weren't very popular to begin with in most parts of the world. So a lot of the museums are allowing integration into Animal Crossing. So if you go, for example, like if you go to the let me pronounce it right, the Metropolitan Museum of Art's website, and you look through their catalog of art, you can incorporate that art into your Animal Crossing island.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are doing that.
All right.
And I'd seen this a while ago. So there is almost a cool sort of, and I don't know if this was because of COVID. I kind of thought it was because of that, because obviously people aren't going there. But yeah, you can integrate it into your actual game, so you could own like pieces of famous art hanging on your wall. It's kind of cool.
And also museums in general are a bummer.
They
Because
can be. It's history, and a lot of it's sad.
Well, because basically,
I'm going to one on my vacation.
well, I'm just saying
No,
it's,
but you're going to a weird one.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
yeah, well, you're it's not, Ripley's, believe it or not, is fine. It was,
Yeah.
if you
That's not where I'm going, by the way. That's not considered a museum,
That's
you
not really a
idiots.
museum. That's more of a sideshow.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like most countries' history is filled with atrocities, and you're like,
Well,
God damn,
also-
Or
our-
stuff that was stolen from other
Our
cultures. Yeah.
lies and inaccuracies.
someone's ancestors were POSs. Either it's your country's or the country that caused the atrocity to happen to your country.
Right.
It's all atrocities. And so every time you're reading about like all these people died, you're like, oh my God, this is horrible.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
bad. And then you're like, look there, that's the gun that was used to kill them.
It's like all the atrocities.
That's why I've always liked museums like the Smithsonian, where there's stuff that's there that doesn't necessarily...
like technology.
Yeah,
or,
space flight and famous planes and motorcycles and things that actually
Yeah, yeah.
everybody can sort of celebrate without feeling bad.
But it makes sense that they'd partner with something like Pokemon because it gets people.
Animal Crossing, it's not.
Oh
Pokemon.
God, it's
They're
all
completely
the same.
different.
It's all the same.
Completely different.
Oh, I thought he
Not
said
even
Pokemon.
made by the same company.
It's not Pokemon animals. It's all grouped into. I'm just saying to get young people out to in these.
Well, they're not. They're doing it online.
Tuna Daddy in the
God damn
chat
it.
said he met his wife at the National Holocaust Memorial in D.C. That doesn't seem like a place to find love.
Yeah. That's I've been
That's
to.
awkward, right?
I went to a Holocaust museum.
I have too.
In Germany, and
Oh,
it
not in
is-
Germany.
It is
rough.
Why dead serious. So, like obviously,
I've
come on, man.
I've been to the Zellwood Corn Festival.
yeah.
So about yeah. It's
And
good time.
and it's just like the weight of like I went to the damn I've talked about it, but it's like a concentration camp at not Auschwitz, but it's Dachau.
Dachau?
And then just walking in there, you're like, oh my
Yeah, it's
God,
sad.
they're like humans. How are
it's
human
heavy,
beings
yeah.
capable of
You
this?
can feel the weight.
Yeah,
the weight of the
yeah.
air there. Yeah, the
Rough.
energy there. Yeah.
Anyway, next story, business baby.
Okay, we got gambling, shipping, Ford or Disney?
Let's go gambling for Tom.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, that's what I want. You know what I want.
So the MGM Grand, they invested $1 billion into online gambling. They're creating an app. They partnered with a startup to create an app to try to profit off of some of the sports gambling market, and they're trying to push online poker and other online games.
All right. Yeah, it seems like every book maker and like casino is trying to come out with an app, because like DraftKings and FanDuel and stuff in specific states that have made it legal, they all have their apps, and you could just go on DraftKings.
You can use ours. We use Poker Bros.
Yeah.
What, at BDMpoker.com?
Yeah. You can go to BDMpoker.com, but I think those.
Did you see that guy last week that hit like 16 grand or something?
Oh yeah.
God.
And then offshore books like the Bovadas, the BetDS, all the other like out of country books. Now with cryptocurrency, it's made it pretty easy to transfer and take out money instantaneously.
Never been a better time to lose your family's home.
So, and then all those offshore companies, they're reaping the benefits and not paying the taxes. Like every state should just get into getting their own apps internally and just profit off it. I think the stigma of gambling has.
We already do it. We already had the lottery.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I think it's like marijuana. People, when they hear there's a certain crowd that still hears gambling. I think gambling's worse. I think gambling has a worse reputation right now than marijuana.
It didn't used to, but you're correct. Yeah, I agree.
I think marijuana did a good marketing towards like health and promoting.
I also feel like alcoholics get a worse rap than if you're like a guy that can't function without marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I believe that in general, but it didn't used to be that way. Look, my point is like, dad comes home and he gets his whiskey and and he drinks every day.
I also think it's
he drinks
who
at
you
lunch
talk to, because some people still think it's dope.
Oh, without a doubt.
So the only problem with this is that you can only use the app in, I think, Nevada
your
probably,
area,
and I think it's state by state. So federally it's legal now, and then just left it up to the states. So all the states are having to figure out, and it's passing like every election period. It seems like more states are making it available for you pick up a local online app that's created by your local book or casino or whatever. Maybe like in Florida eventually. The problem is our state is weird when it comes to gambling, because it's very Native American, like all Miccosukee and all the tribes you have to go through them.
There's a lot going on there. Yeah.
So like Hard Rock would have to come out with a bookmaking app that everybody in the state of Florida could use, and they'd make a lot of money if you could just go on the app, use your credit card, and then gamble as much as you want. So hopefully we get to that place soon, but until then, all the offshore places are going to become more and more popular.
Tracy from our Twitch chat room wanted to know if you are now doing Business Baby segment.
Sorry, Tracy. Here's the thing. Business Baby sits back, and it's my bullying nature to talk over him, and I can't help myself.
Come on, baby, get him back.
All he said was the title, and then you just
took off. Yeah.
Take it away, Tom.
I thought he was done.
He didn't say anything yet.
Yeah, I looked at a chart over the weekend about the legalization of sports betting online. I think a third of the states it's legal to gamble online. I think another third are in the process of legalizing. It's on the election ballot, and then I think another third are just against it, and there's no action so far. But I predict, in the next 5 years that it'll be legal in all the states.
Wow, you're betting your diaper on that one, aren't you? I like that. I can hear the confidence finally peeking through a little bit.
But again, for the normal gambling dads out there that are like putting $50 a game and stuff, you could just do it easily offshore. Yeah. So it's like
it's more convenient.
And now with crypto, even if you didn't want to do crypto, like you're not gambling that much. So it's just to have.
I just wish cryptocurrency didn't have such a GD goofy name. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, just like It just would make more sense to me if they just called it like virtual money.
Yeah.
You know, like instead of calling it like, oh, it's Zazo beans or something. It's like, that is dumb.
Because you have all these startups that are trying to get in.
They all have their own.
Yeah. There's
No.
Litecoin, and we're going to talk to someone about it because I had to get into it to gamble. So now I learned a lot about it. So.
Well, the old man that you bought his tour, his unguided tour, he only takes Zazo beans.
All right, business baby. Next story.
Jeez.
Okay. We got shipping, Ford or Disney?
Disney.
Ford.
Shipping.
Yes. That's why we're
messing with you.
That's why we're in business together. Because if you'd said Ford, I'd be like, why?
Yeah. Pick a story, baby. Just go with it.
Okay, Disney.
All right.
You only did that because you want to get Sam's diaper.
So Mulan, they're at the top of the box office in China this week, and with a lot of controversy. A lot of Americans and civil rights activists called them out for, kind of discriminating against Muslim minorities in China in the province that Mulan was actually shot. So it topped the box office.
Wait a minute, Mulan gets shot? That's graphic for a Disney movie.
Mulan! I didn't say anything there.
This land is Mulan. This land is you, lion. From California to the Ching Chong Mountain.
Oh, no.
I'm not laughing at that joke. I'm laughing at
not laughing at
a
that
character that's horrible.
Yes.
So it's a big deal. The movie cost, I think, $200 million to make, and Disney has it on Disney Plus here and not really in the box office. So they're trying to recoup some of the money, and this was kind of a risk because the first Mulan didn't go over well.
There's also, I don't know if you have this in your news, Business Baby, but there was a big controversy when they were talking about doing the live
Don't prop
action.
him up. Don't prop him up with the... I saw that.
What?
I don't know if you have this in your news. I'm
Well,
sure
know.
you do, sir.
Yeah,
I
sure he
see
does.
what you guys are doing.
But
I'm
you
this
remember-
close to flipping the team, Tom.
It was back in I think March or April where it came out that the lead actress for Mulan was basically pro the police in China, which then everyone's boycott Mulan because they were abusing their citizens and whatnot.
I mean,
So I'm surprised they're even people are even watching this thing, especially in China. I mean,
yeah. And can't you, especially a movie that's made that's based on history, right? Like, when was Mulan supposed to be set?
Oh, God.
We're talking what are we? I mean, it was back
2,000 years ago.
Yeah, 2,000 years. So when you do that movie,
dynasty of some sort.
it's hard to do a movie.
15th century.
Yeah, it's hard to do a movie that's set in the 15th century that people won't get outraged about something because, guess what?
Things weren't good then.
Oh,
Yeah.
15th
no, they
century.
weren't. The whole movie's about the fact that she's pretending to be a
Woman
boy.
that can't fight in the
Yeah.
army. Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of and also, if you deep dive into every actor and you could find something that's going to be makes you mad, and so it's I don't even know what the controversy is that you explained, really, because it's they think that Mulan's against Muslim women for what reason? Business baby?
They're against Muslims in general because the religion contradicts their beliefs.
Where does the Muslim come in, though? It's in the movie?
No, it's not in the movie. It's a lot of people are protesting because there's basically concentration camps in China, and a lot of people are protesting the movie in general.
Because of the movie, or because it's about and set in China and they hate China? Because of you can start picking apart anything. You're like, this guy is this religion and this religion did this, so I hate the whole thing. You're like, okay, you could pick out anything you want, but calm down.
So I would imagine the reason they're upset is because the story has been altered in some way to make certain people appear less maybe
So it says
Of a
Disney's
village.
Mulan is facing calls for boycott following revelations that scenes from the new movie were filmed in provinces where millions of Muslims are being tortured in concentration
Right.
camps.
So you're filming this in the
footage-
middle of
right,
this. Yeah, I get
gotcha.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Huh.
Ooh, yeah, that's not a good look either.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
No.
But again, it's
If you're
like,
going to film things, you probably stay away from the areas that have prison camps.
now, but we know this to be true. Again, we're just reading some story. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would just venture to guess that Disney and I'm guessing, they use their own. I mean, do they like contract this out, like the filming, or they use their own employees?
They have their own people, but then they bring people
Yeah,
in to
yeah,
do
yeah,
things
yeah.
for them. Sure.
I would venture to guess they did as much research as possible and tried to do this as, they don't want any GD controversy, you know what I'm saying? But everybody, again, you could start nitpicking everything and find some way and reason to be outraged at and it's a $1 billion corporation. What do you think they're up to? Like, they're up to making money. That's all they care about.
Some of the opinions coming through our Twitch chat room right now, we're hearing, this is from Tactical. He says, it just kind of seems like they're blaming Disney for the humanitarian situation at that point, though. Then you have Mike B saying, goddamn, Tom, fix your hair. Your mini swoop is killing me. Then you have Chunkle Chicken Cheesesteak saying, this is the typical listener segment, just taking headlines we all read in the morning.
You know what, Chunkle?
Well, what is he supposed to do?
I'm just
Leave
saying.
the baby alone.
They're turning against your business, baby.
They are. This is the first week you've had a lot of negativity.
It's fine.
Next story.
Oh. Wait a minute. That's Tom's line.
So far, you read a little bit of a story that you kind of get the gist. Samantha reads the story in 2 seconds, knows more about it.
Yeah.
She tells us, and then we
Look,
go
we're a
to you.
team, me and Business Baby,
And
all
then,
right?
and then I just read how the chat room hates you.
And I'm just talking.
Look,
out
man,
of my ass.
I made you an intro.
What am I even saying?
If we don't play this thing at least 10 times, you're going to owe me some money.
Next story, baby.
Oh, man.
Okay. So, with the pandemic and some other logistical changes and the way Amazon and Walmart are kind of pushing this too, the trade routes have kind of changed with the shipping from Asia and Europe and Africa to America. So we're using the East Coast more, and that is because we're creating larger boats that have more shipments, and they're trying to target the places with the most population. So basically trying to avoid using 18-wheelers and trains to ship across the country.
Oh, my God. I feel like I'm listening to my daughter tell a knock-knock joke. Jesus. She's like, let me thought over. Let me thought over.
Yeah. It's like I'm listening to my wife tell me one of her dreams.
Come look at this meme.
About how I cheated on her and left the family, and now she's mad at me, and she can never forgive me.
It's just, it's just going. I'm just like, I just got to get to the gas station. I just got to get to the gas station. I'll tell nobody about this.
Business baby, Samantha's now turning against you.
Yeah.
She throws her
Yeah.
hands up. She's like, "Get it out, baby."
I didn't say it.
So I wonder why it's better for them to use go to the East Coast than the West Coast.
It's expensive. It's expensive to ship it across the country on land, so it's cheaper to do it on the water.
Okay, so
And they're stacking these giant boats with more cargo containers, like huge cargo containers. They actually they dredged part of the port in New York to allow it to allow for larger ships. So it's just and the majority of the population is still on the east side of the Mississippi. So it makes sense. And the pandemic's kind of helped that a little bit.
how long until like China?
This bit is over.
Oh.
No, seriously. How long before China and like
China.
and these mega corporations that have all the factories or whatever, like you start looking at land in Mexico, and then the Mexican government, I'm sure you could buy like big gigantic acreage, right, and just start building your Chinese factories, and most of these people are living like
So they can get the
super
trash
poor.
to us faster.
Yeah. Because think about it.
We need faster koozies.
It takes. The shipping expense is so vast. It seems like just build these giant factory cities and build like huge living, just make it a.
You Don vetoed.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We saw this in the Bahamas when they were building that huge. What is it called?
Bahamar. Yeah.
It was this big. I think it went bankrupt.
Yeah,
too,
it did
right?
go bankrupt.
But they literally, China brought in their own construction team and their own
First
crew.
thing they build is their own houses, their own like little barracks.
And it was set up like very
Like an army,
militarized. It was weird.
It looked like a camp. It
Yeah.
was it was very scary.
And the locals were saying that they ate all the turtles out of local
Yeah.
streams and stuff, and they were mad that they were doing this because they weren't paying the Bahamian employees.
Do you remember what that guy was saying though?
Oh, the taxi driver was
Yeah, and he
mad.
was mad. He was talking about how he was like, they go down there, they're playing the volleyball, and they'll see a turtle, they'll just run down and smash it and eat it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's something like racism there.
Yeah, you could feel the racism.
But
there,
also,
sure.
they were mad because this company wasn't using any local employees. They brought in all these Chinese construction workers that lived in these barracks, and it's weird. But
they were bust to the site and bust back.
Dude, all these people that work in these factories are like poor beyond belief.
Oh, yeah.
And imagine if you gave them a community in Mexico in the barren desert or whatever and built this huge just factory community and it could be right there to the United States.
But if you do enough of that, you're going to change the flavors of Taco Tuesday, right?
Oh, yeah.
Over time, right? Over time, it'll become
Or you have
world flavor influenced.
Could you build some sort of tunnel under the ocean or something? I mean, we're never going back to this, right? Like this is how it's going to be.
What?
Like
we now
building our own
live
stuff.
in ocean tunnels?
No. I'm saying like we're not going to stop having stuff manufactured in China and other places. It's too cheap. So they're going to start being more and more efficient with this, and gigantic freighting ships piled high with plastic garbage. That's got to be expensive after a while. I'm sure they'll figure out some other way.
Yeah, something will change.
All right, business baby. That's all we got today. You had a little bit of a struggle today.
Today was hard.
And I think you had too many stories. I think
Just narrow it down to 3.
Did you change your diapers or anything lately?
No diaper changes.
Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah,
You've been
you gotta
sitting
change
in your
it.
own filth.
Yeah.
I'll call DCF. Who's your mama?
toxic shock syndrome. I heard about that
Toxic shark syndrome.
in middle school. All the girl, that one girl
You got
had it.
vaginosis.
You don't even know what that is, do you, Joe?
I heard about it in middle school.
What'd you hear about it?
It's the tampon.
Yeah, I know what it means.
Oh, by the way, screw that BDM that put that Don Vito mesh.
Oh, that was great.
Mad.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so
they have a
good.
BDM page.
Oh.
They put me, and then they put Don
She's
Vito.
been putting together a lot of good videos of you. Put
you.
together the skipping one, too.
I blame technology for making editing too easy. It used to be something that only a few could do. All right, baby, we're out.
Thank you.
I wanted a
Bye-bye.
was there a
Does
delay?
he have a condition?
No.
He has like a condition,
He was
right?
just nervous, I think.
I was nervous. It was the third time, and by now you should
Yeah,
be.
by now you should be ready to go.
you're one of the
Oh, is he
crew.
calling back?
Uh-oh, business baby's mad.
Is
I
he
don't know who
calling
that
back?
is.
I
No,
said
that's
bye-bye.
not him.
Hello?
Hello, Louie. Hi, Louie.
It's Louie. What's up?
Hey, Louie, this is Jay with the Vehicle Safety in Orlando. How are you?
I don't know. Got a fire in the back seat right now. Not very safe.
Oh, do you really?
Oh, yeah. Threw a cigarette back there. Woo!
Oh, no, I can call you back.
Yeah, because I got to put this thing out. I'm about to burn my toes off, man.
All right, let me call you
Yeah,
back.
don't wait. Hold on. What's the best thing to put on here? Water?
If you threw your cigarette in the back seat,
All I got is hand sanitizer. Is that flammable?
I think it may be. You probably need to get the car over.
It's burning me crazy.
Was that one of our listeners? It had to be, right? Because he wasn't acting like a normal person, right? He wasn't acting.
I think he was a bored guy at work that was like
I don't know.
trying to be cool, dude.
Yeah, it didn't sound.
I guess now we can go to break.
Okay.
All right.
Bye. Welcome back to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan.
So we don't have that much time because Business Baby took away
ran
the
long.
majority of the time. Ran long.
Louise.
He struggled today.
He did.
But now we have ChriStreama, who's going to tell us about some new streaming shows that we could all check out.
And she has a theme song that I believe ChriStreama.
Hold on, let's set this theme song up.
This was written by your husband or boyfriend?
My husband.
Okay, so your husband, he's familiar with you doing this bit, right?
Yes, he is.
Does he listen? Does he go to his car when it plays on the radio and listen? Because
Come out here, bring me a White Claw. We'll listen to it.
He listened to it afterwards.
Yeah. On the radio, though, right? Because
Well, I don't believe they're in Florida.
I'm in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Go Homer.
And so your
I don't know what
your husband wrote you a theme song, and we got a little
did.
glimpse
Okay.
of it.
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Here it is. Here he's a sweet man. All right, everybody be quiet. Here we
did.
go. It's ChriStreama's bit theme song.
Spending time on the radio. I really like the Tom and Dan show. Time to learn of what I'm missing. The next segment is the girl I'm kissing. ChriStreama. Ah, la, 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 ChriStreama. Ah, la, 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 ChriStreama. Ah, la, 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 ChriStreama. We love you on the Tom and Dan show.
Now,
I like the giggle.
So cute.
I like the love, the giggle.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
says it's the girl I'm a kissing.
Now,
Love it.
I like it. Yeah, I think it's good.
give me the truth, ChriStreama.
Heroes.
When he did this, he knew clowning was a coming, right? Like was he actually serious? And they're like, they don't like this. Like, I just need to know where he was
I
coming
did
from.
too.
How serious was he?
I kind of made him do it because I had the idea. I emailed Sam and I was like, "There's the only song that has Christina in it. It's Butthole Surfers." So I was like, "Babe, you got to do this. You got to do this." He's like, "Oh," and then finally he did it. He finally did it, and I was like, "Maybe you guys can zhuzh it up a little bit. I don't know."
I can delete it. Is that what you? No, I'm
Leave
kidding. I'm
him
joking.
alone.
I'm joking.
It's either we play it or delete it. We have
Yeah,
to authorize it.
one of two. No, I like it. I actually like it because it takes a lot of balls to record yourself and send it
Yeah.
into something you know is going to be played. I like it, and it kind of reminds me of the theme song of the. I think it's on Disney. That's the show Bunked that my daughter likes. It sounds like a camp song.
Yeah,
I
it
like
does,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a camp song.
The only thing that saves it for me is that he didn't want to do it, and that's
Yeah.
the only thing that makes me not say it's
Okay.
garbage.
Well, we got borrowed time,
Yeah.
so
What do
without
we got?
further ado, let's stream.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Netflix like I did last time. And there's two things. There is one, okay, you guys know about the 2001 book, The Dirt, Confessions of the World's Most Notorious Rock Band.
Oh, Motley Crue's book. I read that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't read it, but my old roommate Ernie, when I lived in Wilbur by the Sea, had it
I
on
know
his
Ernie.
bookshelf. And you too. He works at North Turn, Racing's North Turn.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah, Ernie, North
Holy
Turn.
crap.
North Turn Ernie.
Yeah, Ernie Morris. yeah.
Ernie Moore.
he's my
Shout out
bud.
to Ernie.
By the way, I don't
Shout
believe
out to Ernie.
the phone story. I think that was exaggerated. I think they needed
Oh.
something salacious.
Inside the-
Yeah. I don't technically believe it as it was told.
I don't know anything you guys are talking
girl
about.
goes to party with Motley Crue, ends up in a closet, ends up with a phone, boop, boop, and they call. Mom calls on the phone.
That
Well,
sounds
that's
exaggerated.
no big a
I did
cell
not
phone
read
in
the
80s,
book,
yeah.
but Ernie told me a lot of the things, the salacious things in the book, and it's not all in there, but they have a film rendition of it on Netflix you can watch, and it's wonderful.
Hey, I
it's
say
really
salacious things. I'm on.
Yeah, it's
Machine Gun Kelly's in that.
It's
I
the
haven't
dirt.
watched it though.
Yeah. I watched it, and
You said it was good, and you said Machine Gun Kelly was pretty good.
well, it's a little more
TV movie?
TV corny than I thought.
Yeah.
They don't go into it's not grimy, and then they take because I think
It's very sensationalized.
Yeah, I wanted it rated R, and I wanted it like Robert Pattinson, and I wanted like violence and nudity
all
and
the bad
drugs
stuff.
and OD.
The thing is, on paper, what Motley Crue did to people nowadays would be considered sexual assault, and they would be literally canceled for everything they did.
And that's what you should have told.
And so then they had to portray it way more lightly and like make it more like lighthearted, and that's what.
Where's Tommy Lee? He's in the other room drinking booze.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
what
was
they did
really
was bad.
Yeah, I know it's way worse, but I thought it was really cool to see how they like became a band and like whatever. It's made for a film, but I found it very nice.
Yeah, that's
another
good.
one I'll quickly mention because I haven't seen it, but my husband did want to mention that Cobra Kai is on Netflix. Have you guys heard of that?
Have heard of it.
Okay, I'm going to take a page out of Travis Butler's book. The fact that everybody talks about how amazing it is to the point where they're sharing memes, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm
Also,
out.
It's a bit overkill right now.
yeah.
We'll scratch that. Okay.
Hold on.
Let's go back to the old school.
I'll talk about Cobra Kai for a second because I did watch it when it was on. It came out on YouTube first.
Right, it did, yeah.
And everybody was talking about it, and I watched it, and I had the same feeling I did when I watched Blindside for the first time. Yeah, I was like, this is corny. Like in that.
But I think it's supposed to be.
Yes, it is. But
It's supposed to play on 80s cheesy, right?
Yeah, because the Karate Kid was corny too.
Yeah.
I just thought it was supposed to be more of a grimy version of the Karate Kid.
You got misinformation, sir.
Well, no, it's my fault because I went into it thinking it was going to be a little more adult, and it was a little more Blindside corny, and then I was like, ruined it.
I'm sorry. I'm just having a revelation that I might be a chopper.
Why?
Yeah?
Because I go to Publix with my wife, and if I see Marita bread, I'll pat it, and I'll go, pat Marita.
No, you're just
That's dad joke.
Yeah, you're just an old man dad.
That's old man dad.
That's old man dad.
I'm not a chopper?
No.
It's just cornball dad joke.
Yeah,
okay, I feel better.
No, yeah, I will tell you,
'Cause I
you're full
always do
cornball dad. Yeah, and Samantha knows like you've been doing it more and more.
Yeah.
It's
Have you looked at my eyebrows lately? Oh my god! I could fly away on those things. I look like a butterfly.
You're good for at least one or two dad jokes a day now, and even off
At
the air.
least, yeah.
Like you're going hard.
That's when you know it's real. It's rooted.
Yeah. What else we got, Streama?
All right, dudes. We got.
I like the dudes.
I have been getting into real deep with this reality TV because Dan suggested that I watch New York.
Oh yeah, that's a great show.
Oh my goodness, my husband refuses to watch it with me, which disappoints me because I think it's more fun to watch these terrible things with someone else.
It is.
But
my husband
he
won't
hates
watch
her.
any of that stuff with me either.
Oh, it's awful. So I just have to sit here by myself and watch it and crack up laughing every 5 seconds while he has his iPad watching Cobra Kai or whatever he's watching. But I love it. Thank you for the suggestion. And also Real and Chance. Oh, my God.
Oh, Real Chance of Love. That's a great show, too, because they're so weird.
What's New York, though?
They are.
I love New York.
She's a lady.
Yeah, so
She used to be on the Flavor Flav dating show.
Yeah.
So they just gave her a spin-off.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a confession to make. I actually bought the first season of her show. I Love New York.
You've gone too far, ChriStreama.
Wait, so I suggested
bought that?
Girl, that came out 20 years ago.
No one buys that.
I suggested an old reality show. You liked it so much you bought it. I feel like I should send you money now. That's my fault. That's my fault.
No, dude, I love it. I love her.
I love that she
Newport 100.
Yeah,
I love that she bought a DVD from 2007.
Yeah, Newports for sure.
There is a sweet spot. It's kind of like wine. Like, you know how like the wine connoisseurs will tell you like, oh, if you get wine made within this decade,
it's just fantastic.
And in this region, it's the best wine ever. And reality shows are kind of like that because reality shows in a small window of time when they were still like they weren't faked and they had like semi-real people, and they were like it was the beginning of actors, but they figured it all out. But there was only and then after that it got too absurd, and before that it was too slow and boring.
Completely controlled at the end. So.
Yeah, completely. So there was a small window of time, and I think it was like the Flavor Flav, the Bret Michaels, the I Love New Yorks, the spinoff.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was like what year was that? 2003.
I want to say like 2003.
I Love
like
New York
2000.
was 2007.
Yeah, I want to say like 2003 to maybe the ending was like 8 or 9.
Yeah,
and then it was
when the economy crashed.
Yeah.
Then it was like that was a sweet spot of reality, and it'll never get better than that.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of reality now.
Yeah, but like those, but
It's all
what he's saying is
contrived.
they're all controlled.
Mm.
It's almost like a lot of these YouTube influencers that do these pranks.
Yeah,
like their first prank. I saw this yesterday. I was on Facebook,
The
and there was
first
this
ones are
guy
real,
that did
yeah.
a video. There's this guy that has like a hot blonde girlfriend. Can't think of his name. He's like not a magician, but he's one of these pranksters. He's married. I'm a married prankster. You know, he's like a British guy, and he's gonna do this prank with his girl. And she's like a hot blonde, but then he started including her in the bits, you know, because he started getting wealthy and more influence, and she's coming. And then now they're a couple, and then everybody's like, "These are all fake. We hate your videos now."
No, they're turning against
they're
him.
turning against him hard.
But you say they turn against them, like even the people that gave their kid away and everybody villainized them and stuff. They still got hundreds of thousands of views. Everything, you know, they can still make the same amount of money. So.
We got time for like maybe one or two.
Yeah. Well, let's do one more, ChriStreama.
Okay, so there's one more special thing I wanted to add. Dan or anyone, have you seen that the Real and Chance guys have something called the Legend Hunters?
What is that?
No, wait a minute. Now you're throwing something at me. No, they got another show?
Yes. It's called Real and Chance, the Legend Hunters. It's on Tubi. And let me just read to you the description of the show. Now listen carefully because it's not proper grammar. Real and Chance go in search of new exotic creatures, while we'll learn about the animal mission they are about to embark on.
And then they go, apparently
Okay, so we have to
Bigfoot.
explain who Real and Chance are, because I didn't know who they were at first. Real and Chance are contestants that were on I Love New York. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they were.
And now they have
twins?
their spinoff, or it was a spinoff in 2010.
And they're twins, right? And they're very flamboyant, dudes.
Okay.
And
Are they twins?
Yeah, I think they're twins. They're brothers or something.
They're brothers.
Yeah,
they don't
Kamel
look
Givens
anything like our
and Ahmed
actors.
Givens. And then
And
then like they go hunting for Bigfoot, Hogzilla, Chupacabra.
Oh, I'm in.
Hogzilla.
No, that's what I thought it was.
This is-
That's what I thought it was,
this
but it's
is awesome.
not. I started the first episode, and that's not what it is, apparently. They go to Stillwater, Oklahoma. How weird is that? And they're going to go catfishing. You know how
like
people put their
noodling.
hand... Noodling, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And so I'm definitely watching that. But, yeah, it's free on Tubi. I think you guys would get a kick out of it. It was fun.
I don't know if you know this, ChriStreama, but the lady that was I Love New York, she was on RuPaul's Drag Race back in February, and she teased that there might be a new season of I Love New York
Yeah, I
coming
heard
up
that.
soon.
I heard that too.
Just
it's a
saying.
rumor.
It's a rumor. I don't know.
I am so stoked. That's awesome.
This is a great segment. I like this segment.
I do like that it's all old as hell.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I like.
That's fine.
No, I like
New
it.
to me.
It's fine.
You did way better.
I never
than
watched any of it, so.
Business Baby really flopped today.
Hey, you
ChriStreama.
leave business.
He
Oh.
sucked today.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
And he actually ate up your time, so
Yeah,
we
he
could have
did.
done a longer.
Damn it.
See?
Bummer.
So
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to give you his number. You can call him. Talk to him about it.
You got anything to
All right.
plug?
Well, not really, but I'm on Instagram, FloridaOkie80. But I did want to say, if
You got an
guys want to have me
OnlyFans?
back,
Yeah. You gotta. You do any videos?
Hey, if
with
any
the-
of our listeners have OnlyFans, throw me a password.
yeah, let us know.
We do have a
Yeah.
few.
Hey, well, throw me a password.
mostly-
I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm really sad.
I don't have any fans. I just, but I did want to ask if y'all will have me back in October. I would like to come back and talk about like special October Halloween type of things.
Yeah, let's do
But
it.
only old ones like Charlie Brown Halloween.
Yes.
Okay.
The Great Pumpkin.
Halloween Town.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
All right, we'll set that up.
Hey, and have your husband write you an ending
Ooh,
song
a
too.
spooky song
Yeah.
for
An outro.
October.
Outro. You
Ooh,
need
a
an
spooky
outro.
one?
Yeah, a spooky outro. And send us a picture of him.
Hey, real truth, like, the funny thing you said about him playing for a camp is my husband and was a youth pastor for a long time, and we went to camp together, and he played music at the camp.
Let me do it. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns
didn't do
from
that one.
heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God.
He hated that song. He never did that one.
Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them. And so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. Hand up, turn down, foot down.
Is he vanilla in the bedroom, or can he slang it?
Oh, no. And he's covered in tattoos.
Okay.
I'm about to give you the Holy Spirit, bitch.
I have a theory that guys that grew up like very religious, they slang it.
My dong is an awesome dong.
And then me, who I'm
you vetoed. He vetoed.
I grew up no religion, and I'm boring, silent. You think it's the opposite. Anyway.
Maybe you should go to church.
Oh, she just big black mama you. Maybe you need to go to church, baby.
Take him to church, baby.
You need to find the Lord.
We gotta go.
We're Methodist, so we pretty much let our, we're pretty chill.
Yeah, let your freak flag fly. Except
absolutely,
the United Methodists need to get their priorities in order because they are very judgmental when it comes to gay people. And I do not like that. And I believe,
not either.
And my church, I believe they actually pulled out of the actual my mom told me that right before she passed. She said, our church has decided that we do not like the fact that they have decided they will not allow gay ministers, so we're out.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool, right?
They are. Yeah, I think that's awesome, and I think it needs to happen from the
top. Yeah.
Yeah. It needs to, but people doing that is making a statement, and I think it's really important.
Indeed.
So,
Well,
I
sorry to get
appreciate that.
serious. We love you, and thanks for doing a great bit. We'll see you next month.
Oh, I love you too, guys. Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bye-bye. We gotta go.